this in my truck. Darn it, I have no place to do this. What's up, Southern Cal? What's up, Slayer? Slayer, I know it was you. That's why I'm doing the live video, because somehow you found me and you took my change. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying hi. I'm in bumper to bumper traffic. It's not like this needs some discussion. I was just figured, I kind of wanted to talk about it because it's like it's not a fun thing to happen. And I'm in kind of bumper to bumper. You guys bear with the camera. Hey Denise, what's up, Bobby? Bear with my camera. I gotta find a place to put it. And in my truck, there's no place where it'll just leave. So I can't do that because then. How about that? Hold on a second. I just want to talk about. Here, I'm gonna leave it like that for a second. I can't. It doesn't work for me. Let's try this. Bear with me. I'm in traffic and I keep like swerving out of the way. It's probably gonna fall eventually, but what's up? I just wanted to say good morning to you guys. Thank you for all your support on I'm just gonna have to hold the phone. Thank you for all the support on Facebook and stuff like that. I just made a post. Check out these shades, you guys. So I'm like, everything's open, right? Like the glove box. Here, let me show you the truck. You can't really tell now, but like, everything's just all over the place. You can probably see the back of my suitcases, but I threw a bunch of stuff in the back of the truck. Like I just started throwing it in the way back. But this is why I want to talk about this, because like you can see I'm in traffic, bumper to bumper. I can't catch a break. I had the best weekend, and ever since I got back here, it's just been, I'm fine. I'm not complaining, I promise. This is not why I'm doing this video. There's no complaints. I'm not asking for help. I'm not, nothing. It's just that, I'm trying to figure out how to approach this without sounding crazy. I don't think it's the government, okay? Because there is people, but when people were saying that, I'm a pretty good detective in a sense, so I'm like really breaking this breaking down, like trying to figure out, because there's a lot of odd things that happened, and look, it's hard for me to believe that someone, but so many people said that to me, like, oh, they got you, they're just trying to get your, they try to take your money, and they try to affect that way, and like, so I think the odds are that it wasn't that, but on the outside chance that happened, some of it makes sense because of some of the stuff that was left. I mean, if this is homeless people, like the guy in the hotel thought maybe, you figure like, because like the change, like all this, none of this was touched. Like the first place you go is the change there. There's probably I don't know, $10 in there, maybe more. That's just, and that takes 2 seconds, right? Homeless, that's good money. $10. Like that was left. There's a lot of there was some unopened packages that I had. Like Neil had bought me this carrier for the generator. Like it's still in the box. Like that was sellable. There was like a lot of things left. So the only thing I can think of, like, but the entire truck was just like ransacked, like in the movies, like when they ransack your apartment. And there was a lot of things that among the ransacking that anybody that was stealing would have taken. So that was kind of the weird part. So the only thing I can think of is that, like you found $1 million, because it was like, it weighed about 40 pounds. It's never in my truck, but I didn't want to leave it home because someone was watching my cat, and I just didn't want to have it. I'd be tempting. I didn't want to, put that out. It's the only savings I really had. I was putting it towards, just so I could. It was all for the winter. It was really just so hopefully I could go like visit people this winter. That's all it was for. Just trying to create some way to, and that's just taking, $5 out of your wallet every day, or $7 or whatever. So anyway, I found these glasses. Look at these things. I think they're like a girl's, but they're like really expensive. And they were inside my glove compartment. Like they fell inside, and when I was checking around, I found them. So that's what these glasses are. They look good on your eyes. So it was just a kind of a strange situation. I'm sure it was not anybody trying to scare me. Of course, they would have known where. They'd be the only ones who knew where I was. I mean, it was on text messages, it was in emails. But they certainly could have found me. But I'm going to go ahead and say it probably was not that situation. And, this is someone got my money. I mean, they could do other things to me. Why would they bother? Like, it's not going to scare me. Like, if you picking my car, or anybody's car, I'm I'm gonna stop you. It's not gonna scare me. It's just gonna piss me off. So I don't think that's the case. But I don't know. I mean, who knows really? You know, I don't know. There's a lot of weird things that happen around this situation. But I'm gonna go ahead and just say it was a regular break-in. What's up, Eileen? I'm in traffic. You guys look. It's 9 o'clock here, so you can see the mountains. All I got to do is look at the snow, you guys. You can still see the snow out through the fog out there. You can just see the snow at the top of the mountains. Isn't that amazing? It never melted. Sorry, it's not zooming back out. There we go. So I just have to get through this traffic, and I'm in my mountains. I'm not stressed about the traffic at all. I think it's 10 minutes. I'll be out of this. I'm coming up to, it's a very exciting sight on my left is the Purina dog food factory. It's really exciting. This is kind of like a factory area. You can see it's really gross. And then you leave this, and then you're just in beauty. I wish I could put this down so I could read the chat. I want to see. Because I don't really have anything to say. I just wanted to say that sucks. I had, my buddy Brian, who's I think coming out. He stepped up. He's like, "Hey, Mark," he gave me a very generous, little gift last night. He's like, "Hey, just to help restart your change collection." I mean, so Brian, I don't know if Brian, he might be working, but if Brian's on, Brian, thank you so much. That was so nice of you, and that made me feel better. Oh, you know what else was the cool thing? Here, let me show you my face. You know, the cool thing was the cops. So the cops finally come. They had all kinds of life-threatening situations. I was probably the least of the calls that night. And I think some of you know, just by coincidence, and I was talking to him right after I did the live video in Virginia yesterday. I'm talking to my buddy who's a cop in Aurora, where my truck is. And I thought he was a sergeant. He got promoted to lieutenant. So I was like, well, lieutenant? Oh my God. And so that was pretty exciting. So when the guys came over, they were, I mean, needless to say, were beyond gracious to me because they knew I knew Mark. And I mean, they made, even though they didn't do anything really except just make me feel better. And it did make me feel a lot better once they were gone. You guys, they were so into the pictures. I'm like, and I start talking, I'm like, you guys mic'd? They're like, yeah. They go, personal conversation, and they turned them off. And then they were looking at my personal pictures, pictures you guys sent me, like Terry and Cassandra and Gail and Carlos and Michael and all you guys. It's on and on. If I leave your names out sometimes, please don't be offended because I just can't say them all the time. But those are the people that are, just every day I get multiple pictures from them. What's up, Gail? And so the cops got to see all your pictures. They were like, oh my God, these guys had the most open minds. One guy's like, I'm a hunter. And I was like, oh, here we go. Because usually the hunters are like, I never see. And he's like, man, I've had stuff happen to me where I'm like, what is that? And then I just go on. He's like, I go on. It's too many times, he said. And I think it's because they kind of like him. He was a really likable, open mind type of guy. And I was like, see? I was like, so just watch the videos. I showed him the pictures. I was like, just go watch a couple videos. So maybe I'll bring those 3 up here. I'll bring my buddy and those 2 guys up into the mountains, next summer or something. Just take 3 cops up because I do trust them. They won't give up my spots. But I said, you got to watch the videos first. I won't take Donald Trump unless you know a little bit about what's going on. I did that with Kelly in the Raw a little bit because of her skills and her connection with them. That was the fun part about that was I was able to take someone that didn't even know that stuff existed, but yet talks to them. So that's a kind of a one-of-a-kind situation. But otherwise, I want you to kind of know where you're going, Let me see if I can... Your car was broken into? Hold on, I want to see what Georgia said. Yeah, all the equipment, yep. The weird part is, I think they were just going for it. I think it was more of a location thing. Where my truck was, there was trees next to it. It was easy to access and get away. So that's my opinion. I don't think that they, saw anything because I have, tinted windows. None on the sides, but, it was probably dark when they did it. And, it's Purina Cat Chow, sorry. Look. You guys are going to probably lose 10 people when I show you this. Look how random, you guys, on the highway. This is 70. This is what goes all the way through the mountains in a second. And there's Purina. Man, I wouldn't want to work there. I really wouldn't. I mean, I'll do anything if I had to, but I would try not to work at Purina Cat Chow. I don't know if I could mentally do it in that place. There it is. That's one of the first places I remember when I got to Colorado. Driving this way and seeing Purina Cat Chow. I know. You guys, I've never had, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm a very trusting person. Like, I feel like I can change, like I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Like, people I don't know, right away I make them think I trust them because that's the way I want the world to be. It's just so much easier. Like, you should just be able to. I've never had my car broken into, so I think I had my car stolen when I was like 17, but I haven't had, this is like first basically. So if it hasn't happened your whole life, you figure like you're doing pretty good. Like it's not going to happen. And I really didn't, I think it was going to happen at the Hyatt. I usually don't say at the Hyatt, but every place was booked solid, and it was the only place that had that like you could stay and ride type of thing. So they charge you $200, but it was, you can stay that night and then park the whole time you're gone. And oh, by the way, and they gave me a free night last night. They were so gracious and gave me a free night, and they gave me dinner and they gave me breakfast, and it was so good. I mean, I had like the best cheeseburger and wings last night, and breakfast was just typical, like hotel, like waffles, like that you make yourself type of thing. And that's it. So all good. I'm gonna live. I was just, I was a little pissed last night, but I'm totally fine. My truck still runs great. This truck has been runs so amazing, but it looks like shit. Excuse my language. On the outside, they scrape like if you look at the passenger side of my truck, it looks brand new. And if you go to the driver's side, it's just got white scrapes all over it. So it just makes it look like it's like a total piece of junk. So maybe I'll have to try to buff those out, or I don't even know. I'm not good with body work. That's about it. I just wanted to see what you guys are doing. I'd love to be able to put this phone somewhere. Let's try this. Bear with me a second. This way I can see what you guys are doing. It's going to bounce a little bit like that, but at least I can see you guys. Well, what they Joanne, what they did to the engine was, I figured it out later. Yeah, they like ripped like the box off. So they like, what they were trying to do, I'm guessing, was, so as soon as they pushed the lock through, they got in. Oh, Tom, thank you so much. They got in. Seriously, thank you. And I think the alarm, because one thing I do know is the alarm works good because I set it off by accident all the time. Like, it's in my pocket. I'm like, it's like beep beep. Someone's like, is that your truck? I'm like, oh yeah. Because I think in my little ADD, I fidget, and I'm like, like in a store, and I'll hit the button by accident. So I know my alarm works, and so what they did was pop the lock, alarm went off. It was probably, nobody even looks at a car when the alarm's going off these days, unless it goes off for a long time. So they, I'm sure within 10 seconds they had the alarm off. So there's a wire cut. I saw stuff like that, and I figured out it was the alarm. Now I'm pretty good with, I'm not a mechanic, but I'm, kind of like I'm kind of like a, 2-bit mechanic sort. I can rig anything pretty much. I know the basics. I wouldn't put a new transmission in your car or anything like that. So I got it running. Yeah, it runs like a charm. It just needs some TLC. I got my windshield still cracked, and of course I got all the scratches. And the biggest thing was that, I'll tell you, forget about the amount of money that it was. And it was really the work to get all that. I was so proud of that because I've never done that before. Like, hey, everyone like throws their change like in a jar or whatever, but then I was like, this isn't working. I'm going to start doing dollar bills, and then it starts looking like you have a lot of money. It's all dollars, and then I was like, this isn't going to go fast enough. Let me do fives. So I just started. What I did was, you guys should try it every day. Thank you, G-Reg. Thank you, Duke. Thank you so much, buddy. And that's not what I want, you guys. That's not why I'm on here. So, but thank you. I'm not trying to like get money because I was broken in. Please don't think that. And I got some nice messages. Joanne sent me a nice message, like, if there's anything I can do, let me know, things like that. So that all that really just makes me fine. Like, I was totally fine once you guys were just like, hey, Mark, we're sorry. Maybe I just wanted sympathy. I don't know. I think that's what I wanted. Just someone to be like, like that. Because it's never happened. It's like kind of like a violation. Like, now I know when people say someone broke into my house, like, I don't think, you think like, wow, it sucks, but you don't really get, like, that's really uncomfortable if someone's like in your house, like stealing stuff. Hey, you want to know something cool? And I won't talk as much. I don't know why, you guys. I've never done this before, right? I take my pistol, so Dave at the ranch is going to watch the cat, right? And for some random reason, I'm standing at the door like we just showed him what I wanted to do, and I hand him my pistol. I'm like, can you hold on to this for me for a couple of days? Or he said, do you want to hold on to this? And he took it. Because my pistol would have been right next to me, and they would have took that too. So luckily my gun was not taken, which is technically Neil's gun. So that's a big deal for me. So the pistol was okay. I told the cops that, well, thank God I didn't have it in there. There's always a bright side. I'm gonna have the best weekend ever. Yeah, you know what? You know what else makes it worse? The poison ivy, you guys. Hey, Kelly. Yep, Eagle County. Honestly, I'm tired, but I could go right out today. I have like a 2.5, 3 hour drive, but I could just go right out. The only reason I'm not going to is because of my poison ivy. Because you start to walk, and then your jeans just rub up and down. I have like a giant red ball of poison ivy on my butt cheek. I'm not trying to gross you guys out. It's disgusting. It almost looks like, it doesn't look like a zit, but in a sense, yeah, like and it itches so bad. I don't know how it became like this. It's on my butt cheeks, and people were like, how do you get it on your butt cheeks? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't even touch my butt cheeks, I swear. It's that I'm so allergic that it just gets on me. I knew it was going to happen, but there was no way I was going to stop that live video. I didn't care if it was just, 100 or 200 of us. There was no way. I knew that poison ivy is my fault, and I don't regret it. What's up, G Reg? I saw what you said earlier. Thank you very much. And that's it. I'm not going to overtalk on this video. I'm really learning to just shut up a little bit. You wouldn't know it, I guess, by the live videos lately, but I'm trying to focus a little bit more. Why is it telling me low battery? Hold on a second. Should be going. If I cut off, it's because my charger for some reason isn't working. I'm still in traffic. Well, the ride is, I don't know what this traffic is. Let me show you guys. Because it doesn't make any sense to me. What is today? Monday? This makes no sense to me. Look, he's going up to where I live. There's the mountains right there. Wait till you guys see. You know what? This video will be worth for the views. If you want to see some pretty views, I'll try to leave this on. As long as my battery stays on. You don't have to really thumbs up. I mean, you can, but it's just you guys anyway. I like it this way. I honestly have done a 180 with the censorship thing. Like, I really did one day. Like, just like last week, I'm like, you know what? This is great like this. Like, what are you complaining about? That's why I said, you know what I said to myself? I'm like, what are you complaining about, you idiot? That's what I said to myself. I'm not even exaggerating. I call myself an idiot. I say, you idiot, to myself. So don't get mad when I say it to other people, because I call myself one all day long. Because honestly, it's like a blessing. It's the best thing that could ever happen to me. If I can, just keep a little bit of support on the side, like enough to just enough to get by, then this is more fun, you guys, because then it's always us. I'm telling you, they know how many people are watching. They know. And it'll be better. We can get more stuff done. I can talk to every single person that wants to. It just makes it so much easier. I don't want to be like well known or anything like that. Listen, there's a lot that comes with that, you guys. Like a lot, like messages and like direct, like people like contacting you from like TV shows, and like it sounds great, but it's not. It's like a nightmare, actually. Like, I don't want anything to do with that. I'm not a TV show person. They'd have to be like, cut, Mark's talking too much. Edit, cut, make him seem better, cut. I can't do that. I mean, it almost happened a couple of years ago. Thank God. They were like, you have the show, but you can't show your structures. That's what they said to me. So what are you guys up to? It's Monday. Thank God. 48 people on a Monday. That's great. Oh no, 117 people. Wow. 19. You know what's cool about what I'm doing? One of my things is that I wanted other people to do this too. Like not just show you guys, but I wanted people like a lot of you that are on here right now, like Eileen and Bronzani and just goes on and on and on and on of people that have gone out. And a lot of people just do it for themselves. Like, Mark, look at my pictures I got this weekend when I was out with my family. That's what I want, because that way I'm not just crazy. You guys are crazy too. You know what I mean? Crazy likes company. So that way, it's good that that guy was very nice. I was like, go ahead. That everyone else is doing. I don't want to be the spotlight. I want to go on your live video and be the person that gets to talk and not have their face. That's why I go to dwarfs all the time, because I just like to. I like to be on other people's, not the person doing it. Thanks, dude. Thanks, you guys, for doing those donations. That was so nice of you. I tell you, I don't mind them because it's my YouTube really needs it. So when I get, when YouTube gives me money, it's not like, $200. And you guys, those little leaving us like right now it's $49. Like, that really helps. It goes on the YouTube. They take a little bit of that. And then you guys, I think this week I might try to do it today or tomorrow. I have a video I have to make for you guys still. And then I don't know if it's like, I don't even know what it is. I have like 50 clips. I'm just going to throw a video together. I'm not promising it's great, but it's educational, because if you're from, Virginia or any place that's like it, it's very educational. I think what we were finding, and some of the timestamps that we're already getting. Gail, you said you got some great ones, or you showed me a great one this morning, of where we were. And, I just don't know what's going on there. I'm hoping you guys can help me figure out, like, what is this? You'll know right away all the stuff I show, like, but what is it? Like, why is it different? Like, it's the same language, but it's just like different. I'm hoping we can really get some faces. No more visiting Bob in Germany. Hey, I don't even know if that, whatever that was, $1,500, that would have, in that change thing, would have got me to Germany anyway. So you're supposed to be coming here. That's the thing, these days, you guys, like, you're like, yeah, I got $1,500. It's like a lot of money, but when you try to do something in this world, you realize how little it is. It's like nothing. You can't, like, saving $1,500 doesn't really do anything for you. But it is nice, like, if you can't pay a bill, or you can, it's emergencies. I like to pay all my bills on time, which isn't that many, but I just got another bill I got a bill for $4,500 from 12 years ago. I got to figure out if it's even legit. They're saying it's my wife's Sears card from 12 years ago. And I was like, isn't that statute of limitations or something? And they're like, no, New Jersey's 20 years. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I thought that was paid, like, because it's in my credit. So I'll have to see what happens with that. I got that on the way to Virginia. Because I've worked so hard at just making everything right. Hold on, where am I? Just hold on one second. Yeah, this car broke into. So yeah, I'm gonna go home, make a video. So I'm trying to work on the channel memberships, because that might really be my only solution. If I can get that done, it could be a solution to Patreon. The only thing I don't like about the channel memberships is that YouTube really takes, like, you'll see what I mean when I get the button up there. It gives you. I'm trying to work out, like, this one. You get like benefits, like, you get like emoji, like the best emojis, like, stuff. You're like talking on, like, the chat, you get like the coolest emoji depending on what level you are, and the levels, all the levels that go up get all the benefits of the ones below. It's just a way to trick you, so you want to be on there, like, wow, look, I got the cool emoji, but at least it is something, So, I'm not expecting you guys all to jump all over that, but I mean, the people that can, it's cool, because you could do like $5 1 month if you want. You don't have to do it forever. And that might be a way I could stay doing it. Because Patreon is good. They don't take that much money, Patreon. That's why I kind of like it, but people have a lot of trouble navigating and staying on. And someone just got double charged, and he had like 2 accounts by accident. And so Patreon's not perfect. They're working on it. So what's going on? Anyone find any structures or foot or talk Bigfoot lately? Slayer, you can do it on the community page on Patreon, but for some reason, like, when we're in our chats there, Oh, thank you, Elizar. Oh, who's the Kelly girl? That's Kel. I can't only tell you. I couldn't like give you a link right now. It's Kelly in the Raw on YouTube. So Kelli, not Y. So Kelly in the Raw on YouTube. And I think we might do one more trip, like at the end of this week or something like that. We were supposed to do it tomorrow, but I was like, listen, I got to get this poison ivy off my legs, my thighs, and my shins, and my feet. Like I have it on my neck and stuff, and my back, but it's not that bad. It's not bothering me that bad. This whatever spray back here is, but I'm fine. See, poison ivy to me is like the worst thing. Like I'm so allergic to it. So you guys check this out. This is the foothills. It's better. I'd rather talk about this stuff. Enough about me. Me. I. You know when someone says I or me too much? It's annoying. I had an experience like that. Me. I'm gonna call my channel Me. So here's the foothills. So behind me is Denver. Oh, Kim, thank you so much. You're awesome. I love you guys so much. I really do. So when you hear the word foothills, you're like, what the hell? What does that mean? I didn't even know for like ever. This is it. So this like people live like I live in the foothills. You're like, so basically just where the mountain start. As you can see behind. Well, I don't know if you can tell if I reverse the camera. But you know how everything's just flat back there, like forever. And if you kept going that way, you go into like Iowa and stuff. And all of a sudden. I want to know. I don't understand. I know we all think it's the oceans, but oceans don't make mountains. I think they were there before the ocean. Like, how does the mountains get made? A billion years ago or whatever it is. And why is it flat? For 1,000 miles behind me. I'll never understand that. Yeah, I'm at exit 260 on 70. So yeah, Front Range. Yep. Front Range. Like here's Colorado Springs exit. I'm about to drive to like the next town will be like Morrison, and then you go to like what's that? Evergreen. You guys ever hear Evergreen? It's like the most beautiful town, just into the mountains. So you like drive at the mountains like 10 minutes, and then you take a left, and it just becomes this unbelievably beautiful place in the mountains. So a lot of people like wealthier like families will move there, so the guy will commute to Denver, and this way his kids can be in a beautiful place. I'd rather do this. Like, I'll just show you guys if you want to stay on it. Like, if you're bored today or you're stuck home or something. I'll show you. As long as I have cell reception, I'll show you some sight. Why not? Let me get over here. I'm gonna take it easy today. Usually, I like to display my 6-liter going up the minute because that's one thing about the Suburbans is you can with the 6-liter you can right up the hill. Or the other like a regular Suburban or Yukon's like it'll really downshift. Like, see where they cut the mountains. It's just beautiful. This is I don't know, man. Once I get back here, I'm happy. Even with scratches on my truck. I don't know if I can take the scratches off or not. I mean, look, it's 15 years old, but you kind of feel like what you're driving. So if your car's crappy, you sort of feel crappy when you're driving it. There's some people that don't care, like they're like whatever, like it doesn't bother them at all. But if you're into cars, like I'm kind of into them a little bit, like not that I get to drive Corvettes or anything, but I just love, I've always loved cars. So with the one I'm driving, I don't want it to be a piece of crap, with broken windshields and stuff. But it is what it is. And I'm really not complaining. I swear, I'm so grateful to have you guys and to whatever I'm going to do tomorrow. Maybe I could do a video. I might go out tomorrow. Maybe I can if I can see if I don't know if sitting on the quad will be a good idea, but maybe I can do something that I don't want to put a video up unless it's really good though tomorrow. Maybe before I go out with Kelly, because I'm just gonna gotta let the poison ivy go, or otherwise when I walk it'll go all over my body. It just spreads all over me. Look, a lot of people don't want to see the pretty sights. That's cool. I'm boring. I told you guys I'm not an exciting live video. I need to be electrified by the energy in the structures. Let's look at this. It's no problem. I'll just stay on for a couple more minutes. I want to see what you guys are doing. Of course I don't mind. That's what I was showing. I'm at the foothills. I'm on Route 70, passing exit 256, Lookout Mountain, and like the next major town would be Evergreen. So it's basically the foothills of 70. Look at that guy. I gotta show you.